There are stories so strange that we can't believe they happen, and we wonder why and how a person you married and loved would try and kill you. This man was poisoned by his wife, breathed his last, and was pronounced dead by doctors, and was put in the mortuary. But a miracle happened. He defied death and came back to life when everyone thought he was dead. And right now, it's hard to believe that he's alive. But why would the wife attempt murdering his own husband? And how did this man resurrect when the wife had even sold every property, thinking he would not return? We are in Kenya, a country known for being the world's best safari destination. We take a long journey and visit this man whose extraordinary story shocked everyone, and he tells us more of what happened.
Josia Kimau.
He says he was a chef, used to cook for different people. He also had a wife, but the wife started misbehaving until when they got the shares on the father's pieces of land. I had a house that my father had given me, and we also had a big piece of land that he left for us, and it was time to have our shares, and each got their shares respectively. They then sold their shares. The wife asked the husband to buy a house next to her family, and the man did all she wanted. She was behaving good, but that never lasted as she then started cheating on her. And many people, starting from neighbors to the village leader, knew this, except this man here who later caught them.
Sasa majirani ndio walikuwa wananiambia ati kuna mwanaume anakujanga kwa nyumba yangu. Siku moja wakati nilikuwa naenda kazi,
one day I was coming from my job and found when they were cooking eggs for him, and when I asked they replied, "Eggs are for chicken." That man got scared and ran away, and the village leader confirmed to this man that his wife cheats. Well, as any man who loves his wife, he took time trying to solve this issue.
Kasema hata Mungu alisamehe. Sasa bado tukaendelea na maisha.
I took time with her and talked about that situation. She agreed to change, and I forgave her, and I think God also forgave her.
Akaniambia nimweke next of kin. Sasa wakati nilimweka next of kin, sasa akakalia vizuri.
Life continued as normal, but also became difficult to survive, and the wife later disappeared for 3 days when the husband never knew where she was. When calling and asking where she was, she just said, "I'm in Kenya," then returned after 3 days. And the husband had remained taking care of everything at home.
Sasa mimi ndiye nilikuwa napikia watoto.
She returned, greeted me and took the bag she had inside the house, then went and brought food and served me. I ate as usual, but after taking half of the food, I felt bad in my entire body, then went to the bedroom. My life got worse and I almost collapsed. He thanks God that later that evening, a neighbor came to visit them and found when the man was failing to breathe. If that man never checked on him then, the worst of all would have happened. He describes him as a lifesaver. The man called for help. And other neighbors came, checked on him and started thinking what to do, and quickly took him out of his house and then called the ambulance that took him to the hospital around midnight. The man reached at the hospital when he was almost dead. He could not talk and he never knew what was going on as he was in coma. Doctors tried resuscitating him but failed, hence taking him to the mortuary thinking he was dead.
Wakati alinipeleka hospitali, daktari alienda akanipima. Kunipima nikaendwa nikalaswa baka mortuary.
I woke up when I did not know where I was, and next to me was lying another dead person. And then doctors arrived, examined and saw I was still alive. So ill that I could not even move, let alone holding a spoon when eating. They treated me, and after 3 weeks, they transferred me to another doctor. I then recovered and came back home, but I never knew what was going on.
Asubuhi ndio niliamka, nilikuwa kama kwa ndoto.
He says that whatever happened to him was like a dream, and whoever that talked to him during those 3 weeks sounded as if they were very far from him, and after returning, he was told that no one ever paid the hospital, as the hospital covered the bill.
Sasa kufika kwa nyumba, mama yangu ndiye alianza kunitibu. Mpaka saa hii watu hata walikuwa nauliza, tuliambiwa umekufa, yani ilisemekana umekufa, umeonekana kwa uhai namna gani tena? Watu walikuwa na shagaa, walikuwa naniuliza, hata walikuwa naona kama ni ghost.
He phoned when the wife had gone away, and some people knew that he was dead and could not believe he's back. They thought he was a spirit, and he went on explaining all what happened. He thought of all what happened and realized that the wife was behind it.
Mimi kufika huku nikapata shamba imeuzwa na imepatiwa mtu, iko ni ya wenyewe.
The wife went ahead and even sold the pieces of land, as the man had put her as the next of kin, yet the pieces of land were there to help children by when parents get old. But she sold them and took away all the money by when the husband was at the hospital, and he blames himself for this, as making her the next of kin costed him those pieces of land.
Akaniambia nimweke next of kin. Sasa wakati nilimweka next of kin, sasa akakalia vizuri.
By when I was going through a lot, I mean my time at the hospital, and when I was in mortuary, she thought I would never return. She knew I had to die, and upon returning, she had sold almost everything. The man now lives with her mother, who was even there when she was at the hospital, and she's the one who takes care of him. He does not have a permanent job, but wakes up daily looking for some part-time job so as to get money and feed his family. Having lost the job he had as a chef, he now does every kind of job. He's always having his axe that chops trees and helps him get the daily bread.
Nigeomba sasa mtu anisaidie.
I don't usually get what to do. Job opportunities are scarce here in this village, and the wife having sold my properties left me starting life from scratch, and I would appreciate if any well-wisher came and supported me, and God would also bless them. We can lend this man a helping hand after coming back to life and losing all what he had. He really needs support, and you and I are the ones to support him. You can contribute on the Giving Life link found in description and pinned in top comments. Life presents us with challenges as well as opportunities. It confronts us with obstacles as we journey on, but it also offers us with various pathways and roads that we can take. It's a journey, not a race. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah, and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.